The ocean covers over 70% of our planet, yet we've explored less than 5% of it. And what we've found lurking in the deepest, darkest parts is nothing short of nightmarish. Down where sunlight never reaches, where the pressure can crush a human instantly, and where temperatures hover just above freezing, evolution has created monsters straight out of our worst nightmares. These aren't fictional creatures from movies. They're real animals that exist right now, thousands of meters below the surface. Some have teeth so large they can't close their mouths. Others create their own light in the eternal darkness. And a few are so bizarre that scientists are still trying to understand how they even survive. These are the 15 most terrifying deep-sea creatures ever discovered. Let's begin. Starting at number 15, we have the hatchetfish. Now, this might not look too scary at first glance, but wait until you see it from the front. The hatchetfish gets its name from its body shape, which looks like a hatchet or axe blade. But here's what makes it truly unsettling. It has tubular eyes that point upward, constantly scanning the water above for prey or predators. Living at depths between 200 and 600 meters, the hatchetfish uses bioluminescence, meaning it creates its own light. It has light-producing organs on its belly that match the faint light filtering down from above, making it nearly invisible to predators below. It's essentially wearing an invisibility cloak in the darkness. These fish are relatively small, usually only about 6 centimeters long. But imagine millions of these eerie blade-shaped fish with glowing bellies floating in the pitch-black ocean. That's the stuff of nightmares. At number 14, meet the coffinfish. And yes, it really is called that, which should tell you everything you need to know. This relative of the anglerfish looks like it's been inflated and left to rot. Its body is covered in small spines, and its skin hangs loose like it's several sizes too big. But the most disturbing feature, its face. With tiny eyes, a massive downturned mouth, and that perpetual scowl, it looks permanently angry at the world. The coffinfish doesn't really swim. Instead, it crawls along the ocean floor using modified fins that work like little legs. It moves slowly, waiting for prey to come close enough, then strikes with surprising speed. Found at depths of up to 2,000 meters, this creature embodies everything unsettling about the deep sea. It's slow, it's ugly, and it's perfectly adapted to a world of darkness and pressure that would kill most living things instantly. Number 13 is the giant isopod, and if you're afraid of insects, you're gonna hate this one. Remember those little pill bugs or roly-polies you might have played with as a kid? Well, imagine one that's grown to the size of a football. That's the giant isopod. These creatures can grow up to 50 centimeters long and weigh nearly 2 kilograms. They have 14 legs, 2 sets of antennae, and compound eyes with over 4,000 lenses. Their exoskeleton is segmented and armored, protecting them from the crushing pressure of the deep ocean. But here's the truly disturbing part. Giant isopods are scavengers. They feed on dead whales, fish, and squid that sink to the ocean floor. When they find a carcass, they burrow inside it and eat from the inside out. And they can survive for years without eating, waiting patiently in the darkness for their next meal to literally fall from above. Found at depths between 100 and 2,000 meters, these massive sea bugs are living proof that the deep ocean is full of supersized nightmares. At number 12, we have the black swallower, a fish with an appetite that defies logic. The black swallower is only about 25 centimeters long, but it can swallow fish twice its own length and 10 times its mass. How is this possible? Its stomach can stretch to incredible proportions, expanding like a balloon to accommodate prey that seems impossibly large. Its jaw can unhinge, and its teeth curve backward, ensuring that once something is caught, there's no escape. The fish essentially turns itself into a living sack as its stomach expands to hold its meal. But this incredible ability sometimes leads to its downfall. Scientists have found dead black swallowers floating on the ocean surface. Their stomachs burst open because they tried to swallow something too large. The prey decomposes inside them, creating gases that make the fish float upward before it can fully digest its meal. Living at depths of up to 3,000 meters, the black swallower proves that in the deep sea, greed can quite literally be deadly. Number 11 is one of the strangest looking fish you'll ever see. The barrel-eye fish, also known as the spookfish. What makes this fish absolutely bizarre is its transparent head. Yes, you read that right. The top of its skull is a clear, fluid-filled dome, and you can see its brain and other organs right through it. Inside that transparent dome are two tubular eyes that point upward. These bright green eyes can rotate within the head, allowing the fish to look up when hunting or forward when eating. It's like the fish has built-in night vision goggles that can pivot. The barrel eye lives at depths between 600 and 800 meters, where even the faintest trace of sunlight filters down. Its upward-pointing eyes help it spot the silhouettes of prey above, while its transparent head stays out of the way. Scientists only discovered the rotating eye mechanism in 2009, even though this fish has been known way before that time. It makes you wonder what other secrets are hiding in the deep. At number 10, we have a shark so rare that fewer than 300 sightings have ever been recorded. The megamouth shark. This creature can grow up to 5.5 meters long, and true to its name, it has an absolutely massive mouth. When fully opened, that mouth can be over 1 meter wide, ringed with rows of tiny teeth. But here's where it gets strange. The megamouth has luminescent tissue around its mouth that glows in the dark. Scientists believe this bioluminescence attracts small prey like plankton and shrimp directly into its gaping maw. The megamouth performs what's called vertical migration. During the day, it stays deep, sometimes at 600 meters or more. At night, it rises to shallower waters to feed. It's a massive filter feeder that cruises through the water with its mouth wide open, straining out tiny organisms. The fact that a shark this large remained unknown to science until 1976 shows just how little we know about the deep ocean. Number 9 is famous on the internet, but for all the wrong reasons. The blobfish. You've probably seen photos of the blobfish looking like a sad, melting blob with a grumpy face. But here's the thing. That's what it looks like after being brought to the surface. In its natural habitat, at depths of up to 1,200 meters, the blobfish looks relatively normal. The extreme pressure at those depths, more than 100 times the pressure at sea level, keeps the blobfish's gelatinous body in shape. Its body is made of a jelly-like substance that's slightly less dense than water, allowing it to float just above the seafloor without expending energy. The blobfish doesn't chase prey. It simply sits there, mouth open, waiting for small crustaceans and other edible material to float by. It's one of the laziest predators in the ocean, but at those depths, conserving energy is survival. When brought to the surface, the massive drop in pressure causes its body to expand and lose all structure, creating that iconic droopy, depressed appearance. At number 8, we have a fish whose name tells you exactly what to expect. The fangtooth. Proportional to its body size, the fangtooth has the largest teeth of any fish in the ocean. Its lower fangs are so long that the fish has special sockets on either side of its brain where the teeth rest when its mouth is closed. If it didn't have these sockets, it would literally impale its own brain. Despite its terrifying appearance, the fangtooth is relatively small, usually only about 15 centimeters long. But what it lacks in size, it makes up for in ferocity. Living at depths between 200 and 2,000 meters, the fangtooth hunts by ambush. It drifts through the darkness, and when prey comes close, those massive fangs snap shut like a trap. The teeth interlock, creating a cage that nothing can escape from. Interestingly, juvenile fangtooth look completely different from adults. Young ones are lighter in color with smaller spines, and they live in shallower water. As they mature and descend to the depths, they transform into the nightmare fuel we see in adults. Number 7 has a name straight out of horror fiction. The vampire squid. With its deep red or black coloring, enormous blue eyes, and cloak-like webbing connecting its 8 arms, the vampire squid looks like something Dracula would keep as a pet. When threatened, it pulls its webbed arms over its body, creating a defensive cloak covered in fleshy spines. But the vampire squid has another trick. It can produce bioluminescent clouds that it ejects to confuse predators, essentially creating an underwater smokescreen. It also has light organs on its body that can produce disorienting flashes. Despite its terrifying name and appearance, the vampire squid isn't actually a bloodthirsty predator. It feeds on marine snow, the constant rain of dead organisms and waste that drifts down from the upper ocean. It uses 2 specialized filaments to collect this falling debris. Found at depths between 600 and 900 meters, in a zone called the oxygen minimum layer, the vampire squid has evolved to survive in conditions that would suffocate most other creatures. Its blood is specially adapted to extract every possible bit of oxygen from water that's almost completely depleted. At number 6, meet the gulper eel, also called the pelican eel. Imagine an eel whose mouth is larger than its entire body. Its jaw can open to incredible proportions, creating a massive pouch that works like a pelican's bill, hence the nickname. The gulper eel can grow up to 1 meter long, but most of that length is tail. Its body is thin and whip-like, ending in a luminous organ that glows in the dark. Scientists think this tail light attracts prey, luring curious fish toward the eel's waiting jaws. When the gulper eel opens its mouth, it creates a huge net that can engulf prey much larger than the eel itself. The lower jaw flexes outward, and the stomach expands to accommodate whatever gets caught. It's like a living fishing net with teeth. Living at depths between 500 and 3,000 meters, the gulper eel rarely encounters prey. So when it does, it needs to make the most of the opportunity. That enormous mouth ensures that almost nothing escapes. The gulper eel's skeleton is extremely light and poorly calcified, which helps it survive the crushing pressure of the deep. It's more cartilage than bone, making it flexible enough to swallow prey that would be impossible for a more rigid fish. Number 5 is often called a living fossil, the frilled shark. This creature looks almost identical to sharks that lived 80 million years ago. It's barely changed since the age of dinosaurs, making it one of the most primitive sharks still alive today. The frilled shark gets its name from its 6 pairs of gill slits, which have frilly edges and meat under its throat, giving it a ruffled collar appearance. But the truly disturbing feature is its mouth. The frilled shark has 25 rows of backward-facing teeth, totaling about 300 needle-sharp teeth. When it catches prey, usually squid or other sharks, those teeth ensure there's absolutely no escape. The prey is impaled on hundreds of needles. The shark hunts by curling its body like a snake and then launching forward with incredible speed, engulfing its prey whole. It can bend its jaw outward to swallow prey half its own size. Found at depths between 100 and 1,500 meters, the frilled shark can grow up to 2 meters long. Females have an incredibly long gestation period, up to 3.5 years, one of the longest of any vertebrate. At number 4, we have one of the most iconic deep-sea predators, the viperfish. This fish has fangs so large they don't fit inside its mouth. These needle-like teeth curve backward, and when the fish closes its mouth, the fangs extend outward past its eyes. It literally cannot close its mouth fully because its teeth are too big. On its dorsal fin, the viperfish has a long, modified ray tipped with a bioluminescent photophore. This acts as a fishing lure, attracting prey in the darkness. When a curious fish investigates the light, the viperfish strikes with lightning speed. To accommodate its massive teeth and allow it to swallow large prey, the viperfish has a hinged skull. It can rotate its head backward while opening its jaws to an almost 180-degree angle. The viperfish is an ambush predator. It hangs motionless in the water column, its body dark and nearly invisible. The only visible thing is that glowing lure. When prey approaches, the viperfish explodes into action, swimming at speeds up to 2 body lengths per second. Found at depths between 200 and 5,000 meters, the viperfish migrates vertically, rising to shallower waters at night to hunt and descending during the day. It's a relentless hunter perfectly adapted to life in perpetual darkness. Number 3 is arguably the most alien-looking shark on Earth, the goblin shark. The first thing you notice about the goblin shark is its bizarre, flattened snout that extends far beyond its mouth. This snout is covered in electroreceptors that detect the electrical fields generated by other living creatures. It's like a built-in metal detector for finding prey in total darkness. But the goblin shark's most disturbing feature is its protrusible jaw. When it attacks, its jaws shoot forward out of its mouth, extending several centimeters to grab prey. The entire mouth mechanism slides forward on elastic ligaments, making it look like something from an alien horror movie. When the jaws extend, they reveal rows of thin, needle-like teeth perfect for gripping slippery prey like fish and squid. The speed of the jaw projection creates a suction effect that pulls prey directly into the shark's mouth. The goblin shark's pinkish color comes from blood vessels visible through its semi-transparent skin. In the deep ocean where it lives, between 200 and 1,300 meters, this coloring actually provides camouflage in the darkness. These sharks can grow up to 3.5 meters long and weigh over 200 kilograms. At number 2, we have a creature of legend that turned out to be terrifyingly real: the giant squid. Giant squids can grow up to 13 meters long, with eyes the size of dinner plates, the largest eyes of any animal on Earth. Each of the giant squid's 8 arms and 2 feeding tentacles is lined with hundreds of sucker rings. But these aren't ordinary suckers. They're ringed with sharp, serrated teeth that tear into flesh. Once a giant squid grabs something, escape is nearly impossible. At the center of all those tentacles is a powerful beak made of chitin, similar to a parrot's beak but much larger and stronger. This beak can bite through steel cable and can certainly tear through flesh and bone with ease. Giant squid are ambush predators, drifting in the deep ocean between 300 and 1,000 meters. They can shoot forward using jet propulsion, grabbing prey with their tentacles and pulling it toward that crushing beak. And at number 1, the most iconic and possibly most terrifying deep-sea creature of all: the anglerfish. The female anglerfish is the star of nightmares. With massive jaws filled with translucent, needle-like teeth, tiny eyes, and a bioluminescent lure dangling in front of its face, it looks like something designed specifically to haunt your dreams. That lure, called an esca, contains bioluminescent bacteria that glow in the darkness. The anglerfish dangles it like a fishing rod, attracting curious prey. When a fish investigates the light, the anglerfish's enormous jaws snap shut with incredible speed. The anglerfish's stomach can expand to swallow prey twice its own size. Its jaws can unhinge, and its body stretches to accommodate meals that would seem impossible. It's an eating machine designed for an environment where food is incredibly scarce. But here's where things get truly bizarre. Male anglerfish are tiny, sometimes just a few centimeters long, while females can grow to over 1 meter. The males have a disturbing reproductive strategy. When a male finds a female in the vast darkness of the deep ocean, he bites into her body and fuses with her permanently. His circulatory system connects with hers. Over time, he loses his eyes, fins, and most internal organs, becoming essentially a parasitic growth that provides sperm when needed. A single female can have multiple males attached to her body. Found at depths between 200 and 2,000 meters, anglerfish have evolved in one of the harshest environments on Earth. They rarely encounter prey or mates, so when they do, they've developed extreme strategies to make the most of it. There are over 200 species of anglerfish, and they come in various terrifying designs. The anglerfish represents everything that makes the deep ocean so terrifying. It's alien. It's perfectly adapted to a world of crushing pressure and eternal darkness. And it's a reminder that evolution creates solutions that sometimes seem more like nightmares. There are lots of unknown species deep beneath the ocean that have not been discovered yet. Some might be even more bizarre and terrifying than anything on this list. Which of these creatures terrified you the most? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss future videos exploring the strangest corners of our world. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.